Hey everybody, this is George here reviewing Katherine Ryan's In Trouble, a Netflix original stand-up special. Um, I thought this isn't a comedian that I've been watching a lot of uh, stand-up specials. I guess it's been my thing. I really don't care too much about the movies that Netflix itself shows because one, I've either seen them or two, they're too old and they're uninteresting, and I've already seen those old movies too. So I'm like, a lot of the things on Netflix that are interesting, that catch my eye or would possibly catch my eye, are uninteresting. I've already seen. So I've been taking advantage of Netflix, and the things I haven't seen that I think really appeal to me is comedy. So I've been watching a lot of stand up. And yeah, so I watched Katherine Ryan in Trouble, and I guess the first thing I want to say about her is she is the first comedian that I think I actually like as a person. The only thing I'm figuring out about comedy is that I hate comedy. I think it's pathetically the bar that comedians have is very low in terms of what you can say. I think a lot of guys have issues with their comedy, and it's just like Kevin Hart. He has a lot of issues as a human being. Outside of him being a comedian, I just don't like his comedy. I don't think he's funny. I think it's disrespectful towards himself. And I see that everywhere, and everybody just laughs. But that's because they paid for the ticket. They're there to laugh, and I don't know. Just think that they don't have any sort of they don't have like writers have the social responsibility almost to portray, like if you don't portray women well in your novel, you're gonna be shit on. And maybe that's a bad thing, but in comedy I think they should have a little bit to guide them to kind of shift their topics towards something healthy. And Catherine Ryan's the first person I think, oh wow, I actually like this person. Um, I actually like her. Like I think I would get along well with her. She seems like a very friendly person that I would jive and have a lot of chemistry with. Um, she talks a lot about her class. So I think she's middle class. Her family's middle class, and she hates it. She hates the ideals, the Christian, the religion, and it's funny because I just watched Manchester by the Sea, so it's like middle class, and yeah, I just thought um, he was very, very. He was very clever. She was very clever. She was very white. I gotta say, she was white. She has some white ass comedy, guys. And like oh my god, you know how that impersonation that George Lopez makes of white people, she fits that mold pretty damn well because the way she would set up her jokes, they were very uh, full of like white references or something a white person would really find funny. And I didn't find it that funny because I don't know. I think white people are kind of crazy a little bit, and I think that yeah, she hasn't come out of her bubble as out of her white bubble, and she lives in England. I thought that was fascinating, and apparently, I think England has like a lot of I don't know. Maybe they have like issues with class because I've seen some people talk about England and they don't have very favorable impressions about their country. I think they have a lot of problems, and if she gets put in with people that are like if she's middle class and she moves into a middle class British neighborhood that doesn't take into consideration all the issues that England has, that working class people have, I think she doesn't really get a full perspective of life. And I thought that maybe that's why she's so white. And how she's still a little like in a sense she doesn't feel the way that she deviates from the mold that I have in my mind of her is her critiques. I like her critiques. She talks about how the issues with religion and how she doesn't get along with her family because of their class values. And Um, I thought that was pretty progressive of her, and maybe she doesn't fit the mold that that's where she kind of became a little more realistic to me and her jokes. Um, she is a woman, so female comedians must probably have a harder time with cracking a joke. Cause I gotta say, guys, most of the female comedians, if they're famous, they they kind of take advantage of their fame a lot. The only one I really found funny was what was her name? Cobra. Um, Amy Wong. I thought she was fucking hilarious. Everybody else, it's kind of crap. All the women kind of suck. Um, but I don't think it's necessarily um, because they're women, but it's mostly because I don't think comedians are that funny. Like maybe I found rarely like Tom Segura. Tom Segura's funny, but on only one special. There's one special that I watched that I thought that I watched by him that wasn't funny. And it was one of his earlier comedy. His later comedy is a little funnier. George Lopez's newest specials, I didn't like it. So I guess I'm a little picky. So take that into consideration. But yeah, um, she's always talking about how she's falling in love with the people that she's dating, and she's talking about the nasty things that she does with them, and how maybe they're just her partners are really nasty and they tell her really strange things. Like one of them told them that she liked her butt, that he liked her butthole, and I was like, what the fuck? This is nasty. But yeah, I still thought it was I thought it was good. I still thought it was interesting. I think it adds spice. It adds a lot of spice. So she's kind of like she's kind of playful. She's kind of she's dirty. She has dirty comedy. So yeah, that's my review, guys, of Katherine Ryan's In Trouble. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.